First, we were Wherecast. Then we were Whencast. Shortly, we were Sooncast. And now we are Herecast. Welcome, everybody, to week 8 of IPDL SSN season 23. I got the usual cast and crew. Cake, Velocity, Art. How we doing today on this fine Mother's Day?
I'm getting over being sick, but
tired.
Still.
I'm also kind of tired, to be honest with you.
I took a nap. It's just been that kind of day.
All right, man.
That's okay. People are already rioting that I'm here and Sparky's not. Jeez.
Damn. You're gone for 1 week and all of a sudden there's an uprising.
Yeah, but the Cake, it's not that you're here, it's that Sparky's not here, you know?
Yeah.
That's the riot.
Like you could, to be honest, we should probably just get rid of Velocity.
All right. Go ahead.
Sparky could replace me on the podcast. I'll just do the background.
Enjoy your Sparky graphics.
No. To be honest, you should probably replace me because the one thing I'm good for, I don't have with me this week.
That's true.
Apologies, I'm on my hands and knees right now. I'm apologizing to our viewers. I regret to inform you there is no Buggo comic this week.
Damn, this podcast just is full of disappointment.
No Sparky, no Buggo comic. Viewer count.
There's not even a Wooloo comic as a backup.
And I was late.
It's
the podcast truly did fall off.
I'm sorry. No.
Oh fuck.
They're fucking rioting in the chat.
Pretty reasonably.
Hold on. I found an emergency Buggo comic.
Oh fuck.
oh shit, we're back.
I have to get it. 1 second. Stall for time.
So Archipelago seems to be the new hotness.
Oh shit, that's true. There's a big archipelago uprising.
Alright.
Yo, appreciate SJ.
Oh, he's demanding a Buggo comic. I can't even try to change the subject. It's not working.
I got Evan's comic today. Let me get this up here. You really went out and got something like this, huh?
I mean, it was an emergency.
Okay, presenting Evan's comic. You wanna walk us by this one?
I feel like Velocity should narrate.
Is called Fly. Flies. Fascinating.
Let's go! Round of applause!
Let's go! We got the SJ seal of approval. That's how you know it's a real Buggo comic.
That's a Buggo comic of all time.
With the show.
We're gonna go straight into battles, and speaking of SJ, we got SJ from versus Bulls from last week that I personally requested. I believe, Evan, you put this on your list, though.
Who's that? Who's that hiding behind the Tinkaton hammer?
Who is that?
Whose toes are those? Whose toes are those?
Pokemon.
Literally, who's that?
The toes.
Have you not seen that fucking meme with the chimp?
No, what?
Okay, I'll send it to you.
I guess the context was kind of important here, huh?
My bad. I thought I had said that around to like people. My bad.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what you're talking about either.
I put it on my list because it was requested by several people.
That is true. But was there any Mon in this battle that you were like, damn, that's a cool guy?
I mean, I started looking for an ice type to make a bad joke, and there isn't one. I mean, there's
What do you mean there isn't an ice type?
Yeah,
but he's a ground type. He's a secret.
That's a bad look of him.
Staring him right in the face.
I was
There's
looking more
no
for like a
ice there.
triagonal, you know.
We can get into that gas leak later. But let's get on with our first game. Oh shit, it's the not ice type. He's gone.
Oh no.
See, if he was ice type, he would live though.
So true, Evan, so true.
Bulls, what are you doing? Just throwing Mammoth into that.
He'll live. He can take it. Trust. He looks like he's fainted, but he's not. That's a disguise.
He's been eradicated from the history books.
Saltfest Azumarill is so good. I loved using that thing.
We're toxic. We're toxic.
Ooh. And the defense drop.
Yeah, that's rough. What does he do from here? Okay.
Quick liquidation.
His boots! He scuffed the
No.
J's!
The boots, me boy.
Oh boy, here comes the... Yep. Oh no.
Oh. We're hazard stacking.
Where was the solar beam when you needed it?
When he needed it the most, it wasn't there.
You know, hazards really don't matter if you never switch out again.
Wait, Hydrapple's a real boy.
True.
He's been the realest boy, what do you mean?
Jeez.
He's had a...
Oh no.
I don't think he's I haven't seen it in a while then, I guess.
It's Jay's favorite nasty plot Hydrapple. That thing's so terrifying.
Oh! The Tinkaton has set up. Bonk.
Whoa! I'm not gonna lie, I never expected Tiglu to just get wrecked like
Holy
that.
shit. Using Swords Dance on the off turn is so hype. Oh. Oh, we'll live.
We do live, though.
Bonk.
That probably did kill without the crit, if I were to guess.
Yeah, probably. Probably safe to assume.
It's cool to see. It's really cool
If
to
it
see
was
somebody
Gen
use
1,
the
it wouldn't have
Tinkaton
killed
offensive.
with the crit.
Goddamn Gen 1.
High score, why are you such a fraud?
He's working his hardest.
That's tough.
And it's a Scarf. We see the Scarf Darkrai. Two speed faster at max speed than the Boulder. Buggo
nice
died.
Nice sack. Oh no, he planned and he nasty plotted because that's just how SJ is.
The Terra Poison Sludge Bomb?
Oh, huge!
Certainly, this thing wouldn't eat a Cobra Berry.
That would be cringe.
Bro, SJ is playing so greedy with these nasty
Oh
plots.
shit.
Hex against Gliscor is sick.
I mean, like,
his own toxic
He
arm
obviously
against
knew
him.
that there was nothing that Bulls could do because of the sludge bomb, but man, I had just in prep that's super greedy.
And it's crazy that the Dark Pulse could have flinched there. Could have been a crazy ending. But
Really
very
good
good battle. And then getting into our next one, we got Mike versus Lego. Who picked this battle, and why did you want to highlight it?
Oh, this was me. I did it specifically to do Mike dirty.
Damn.
Wow.
Because that's the narrative he wants to believe, so I'm just going to lean into it.
So first Evan does Mike dirty, and now you're doing Mike dirty.
That circle of life, you know?
Yep.
I thought it was because you wanted to lean into Evan's love of Cryogonal.
Well, that is a bonus. That is definitely a bonus.
Triagonal.
Cause it's here. Do you guys want to talk about the gas leak? Since that battle didn't get featured.
I think during
Yeah.
the Evan battle, we talked about Cryogonal and the various different ways you could correctly or incorrectly say his name for maybe 70% of Evan's battle.
That battle was an hour long, just for context.
It was a long. That was not a short battle. That is like a notable amount of time.
So, chat, how do you say this Pokemon's name?
Yeah, chat. Please pronounce something in text for me.
It would never make a phonetic spelling to counteract this.
Phonetic alphabet just doesn't exist. It's terrible.
Well, we'll get into the battle then.
Yo, Bolzanator, so true.
Oh shit, we cursing?
That's kind of sick as fuck.
We
Oh
stomping.
shit!
Oh, the crit!
No.
We hate defensive setup, don't we, folks? Because we'll just get crit anyways.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait, Mike's kind of cooking. Where does it go horribly wrong?
You'll see. Get up on the Hydra's back.
Imagine if it was sticky hold and that helmet never left.
And
Boy, I
here.
love taking full damage from knockoff every turn. Oh, I see where it went wrong.
I got a Rabombi action this week.
Where was the poison move?
Or the haze.
Have you ever run?
No.
Was not the play. Unfortunately.
No.
Uh,
Look out. Mike Champ, look out. Buck Bumble's got the Tims.
He
oh,
just notices my goat Buck Bumble.
it's all about the bees.
Did you guys ever play that game as a kid?
No, I don't think so.
It was an N64 game. Had a sick soundtrack, and by that I mean there's like one song I can remember.
It sounds like one of those games that would have came in a cereal box on a CD.
Yeah, for like Honey Smacks.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel
That
bad
Hydra
that
model's
we're
cool.
featuring one of those games where Mike crashes out at the end.
I mean, not much he could do after that point of the
That's
Weezing
tough.
versus the Rabombi.
That's tough. Anyway, if you want the real answer why this battle's here, League 2 was kind of hard to pick for this week.
I didn't pick for League 2 this week, to give context.
It is a nightmare zone in there. I had to give a little representation, but holy.
Yeah, we will also won't have results graphics for this week because of how much of a nightmare all the leagues were, kind of as a whole. Do you want to give it an idea of how many battles were even done?
I mean, more got done, but there was 2 in League 3 that were done at the time of making the graphics. There was 3 in League 2 and 3 in League 1 plus 1 forfeit.
Yeah. Kind of a rough week for battles.
Yeah, it's alright. It happens.
Up next, we got
Speaking
a
of-
Australian Ryan versus Eldrin.
Another makeup battle.
I did this one. Yeah, I picked 2 makeup battles this week because I'm a silly little goose.
You're a silly
Wow, what
little
can't be
goose.
said about Australian Ryan, am I right, guys?
3
Well,
in a row Hydrapples.
you gotta say something.
He's a pioneer of unique and enjoyable sets, and even though that's not the main thing that is going to be shown in this battle, it should still be highlighted for what it is.
Hell yeah. We'll get into it.
Oh, okay. Let's go with the. I love
love
LT's
Ajax.
nicknames.
LT does have good nicknames in this battle.
Well, what's the history behind this nickname of LT's?
It's Metaphor Refantasio characters.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the party members from that game.
Although Yufa's a guy in this one, and that's a little weird.
I think he just didn't change the genders on any of his mons.
You gotta set your
I-
genders if you're using names like that.
Yo, Hulkenberg is totally Heatran.
I need to go back and finish the game. Good game.
Get fucking stormed, bozo.
Nick F30.
Yo, this heat trade was cooking. It
The
came
Iran
ready.
is popping off. There's no good mon to take this future site though.
Ouch.
Oh
That's-
no.
That's not good.
Weezing being faster than a Azumarill is so sad. I would have made sure that Zoo was faster.
Well, Azumarill assumingly can't be faster than Weezing Galar if
The
there's
mortals
any
can.
speed in the Weezing.
Don't axe.
Oh,
Oh
the
no, he got
static,
parried.
but doesn't really
Is
matter.
this just becoming the standard set for like Smeargle now? Is to have like Stone Axe or
All the
Ceaseless Edge in some
setters.
kind of way?
It's Stone Axe. The main set's like Stone Axe, Ceaseless Edge, Burning Bulwark, and Mortal Spin.
It used to be Spore until Spore got banned.
Oh, so true. I forget Spore's banned in OU now.
All the sleepy moves are.
Hey, we love to see an old school Haxorus going sicko mode.
Sword
Just
Stance
another
skill shot.
day in the Garchomp mines, am I right, fellas? Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, see, this guy's not a fraud like Garchomp. He doesn't even get Terra into like 13 random different typings. He just goes to Dragon and
So
swings
true.
for the fences.
He owns it. He owns what he is.
He's comfortable with his own body. Up next, we got Hellborn versus Ozzy Ryan. Ozzy Ryan double
Lord,
feature.
you're still getting cooked.
Yeah, this shit was gas.
Did you just sub this in like the last 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
Yes, he
It's
did.
so good.
This battle is so fucking good.
So we'll get into it.
Yeah, when Ozzy Ryan sent me the Smeargle set that he was running this week, I was so excited. I was like, let's go.
Triple Axel XD.
Woof.
Oh,
Oh.
You do hate to see
Triple
that.
Axel giveth and Triple Axel taketh away.
this game is so bad. Australian Ryan is base for this. Oh, what'd the bug do?
Die, apparently.
That actually did more damage than I expected. And that did less damage than I'd expect. What the heck?
I don't know. This Steel Vengeance is kind of a fraud.
What's new?
I don't know, we've seen several of them cook lately.
But Bury Berry? What does that one
I think
do?
it was for... He brought it for something on Hellborn's team. I forgot what.
Is that Steel type producing berry?
Yeah, it reduces steel type.
Oh, it was for the scissor that did
Yeah, it
not
was
come.
for Scissor, that's right. Yeah, he wanted it to be able to take a hit from the Scissor and then burn it. Because Scissor kind of wrecked him.
Shell Smash Wildlands, huh? Paranormal
Yeah.
Pop Bomb.
So much damage!
So cool.
It's so much damage, bro.
Unfortunately, he has been knocked.
And then it does no damage.
You need that wide lens.
That-
It is sad to see it go.
Doesn't matter because we have the fucking bear.
I love the bear. You're almost guaranteed to get like a kill every time it comes out.
Oh shit, Terra flying?
Not gonna do much here against that facade, but gets the energy ball kill.
Surely nothing bad will happen.
Oh no, it's the triple axle.
Goodbye.
Iron Mod, watch out! Get down!
Get
No,
down,
no,
get
don't
down.
It's okay, he's a fire type, clueless.
It's okay as
Yes,
long as he
Karate.
keeps his typings.
Meowscarada going sicko mode was fun to see. We haven't seen a lot of Meowscarada pop-offs in a while.
That's pretty true, especially with triple axle evolve moves. That's the only move it used that entire battle. But yeah, that's pretty funny that's Mousehold at home.
I'd argue it's almost better than Mousehold.
I think it has less stats in the appropriate places,
it has
but
20 base attack.
Yeah, but I think after this Shell Smash, it has like over 300 attack.
Yeah.
but pretty cool nonetheless. Up next, we got Kimchi versus Sean. Who picked this battle and why?
I did. I've started to become infatuated with watching how Kimchi uses Torterra.
He is a pretty, like, insane Torterra player.
You guys ever notice how like Torterra and Lapras are kind of stanced up the same?
Defend your position.
Do we need to
One of them
switch
doesn't even
viewpoints for
have
this?
fucking- one of them doesn't even have feet.
Yeah, but if he like stood on his toes, you know,
Okay. No, explain
No.
Torterra's neck.
he pulled it in like a turtle.
They are not stanced up the same. Your
They are
argument is they
stanced
both
up
have
the same.
shells.
They're stanced up the same, bro.
Bro, I was in traffic earlier and I did kind of get aura farmed on by a dog in the neighboring car. He was just staring at me and he had me, bro. He mean bugged me so bad. I fucking lost.
You just, you just got shown who the alpha was.
Where the fuck did that come from?
You were talking about it being stanced up and I remember the dog was stanced up in the car.
How do you get mogged by a dog, bro?
Dude, I looked over and I was being pre-mogged. Like there was nothing I could do. It was too late.
He's ruined. We'll get into the battle.
Start the clip, man. I can't take it. It's the same Mon, bro. This one's just green.
Why is Lapras the secret tech? I must know.
It's the secret tech.
We're about to find out.
Oh!
Yeah.
So
It's so
good.
cool.
It's got some recipe, that's for sure.
Guys, look, it's me.
It's gone.
You are Arthur.
I'm on screen.
For those at home who didn't know, Evan is named Evan Arthur, or Arthur Evan, I forget which way.
It's Arthur Evan. That's my first name.
Yeah. He's a silly guy, that one.
I've met several people that prefer going by their middle name.
It's not my middle name.
Yeah, that he just has two first names.
Oh.
He just wanted more names than the rest of the world. Ooh.
I don't have a
Hydration
middle
is
name
so
legally.
cool.
The hydration tech is pretty sweet here.
Hydration rest is so cool.
That reminds me of a lot of old like Manaphy builds that would run like
Hydration tail glow.
defensive. Well, tail glow, or they'd run like defensive calm mind with rest
Yep, that's
in
true.
the rain.
Oh. This set is so cool. No.
But it's a Lapras.
It can never be my combo.
Have you run your Komodo with Mirror Herb yet?
Multiple times.
Oh, fuck.
Have you got anything?
Nothing good if I did.
Can mirror herb a mirror herb?
No.
Nope.
Okay. I only just thought about that in that instant, so I wasn't sure.
That would be crazy if it could, because then you would just run Komodo with Mirror Herb every week, hoping somebody else would have a Mirror Herb.
Yeah, it would
People keep
totally
running mirror
ruin the
against
tech.
me. Yeah, good. Maybe it should be like that. Waste of a Mon slot.
I mean, you could just be like the people that used to just run like defensive body press plus like stealth rock camo.
Oh, we're fucking getting to that point.
Certainly that
what do we got?
accuracy drop will come into play, right?
Surely. Terror Rock. Bonk. Not enough damage.
Oh,
And
we
synthesis in the
synthesized?
raid.
In the rain is
Rain.
wild.
Rain synthesis. There we go. We got it.
Yo, this defensive Torterra play has been pretty epic this season.
It has been insane overall. But there it goes, unfortunately.
Rain's back.
Let's go, happy guy.
No happy guy.
That's a great name. Oh, it's still slower. This is so sad.
Yeah, I believe we also found out that it was Infiltrator, not Prankster. So, even if it had something like Tailwind to set up, it wouldn't have been faster, but I don't think it did.
I remember there was a time where, was it Venom? He used to run Prankster, with...
Was it the Leech Seed Cotton Guard?
No,
zone?
it was Nature Power. He'd run Specs Nature Power, and he had it in, like, a terrain, and it would just go sicko mode. I think he was using it in, I think he was using it in fairy terrain with Tapu Fini to make it be a Moonblast.
Interesting.
So he'd just get a prankstered Moonblast. It's really
What?
funny.
That was a 3-0 from Sean. And our last battle today is Cake here versus Starlot. Do you want to walk us into this battle, Cake?
I am finally using a team that fits my style a little better instead of trying to work around that stupid fraud Blaziken. And Starlot's Jirachi is epic.
Was it the Dunsparce that really, made you feel at home?
I mean, it did, but like, yeah, it did, but like, I don't know if that was necessarily the point. I just think like I had used, like pretty much every single week, the first 6 weeks, I tried making Blaziken work, doing everything I could. It just wasn't. So I'm like, all right, we got to change things up.
Alright, well, we'll get into it.
Starlight getting extra spicy out here to start. I was like, dang, he's coming aggressive. And I was like, that's okay. We're prepared. We got heat proof.
Fucking arms race already. Actually, you heal off his arms.
Yep.
His yummy
And
arms.
He has to be way further ahead for it to work. He did catch me here. I considered shadowballing there, but it was like I didn't want to risk it.
I honestly healed more than I was expecting it to as well.
Dragon
He got
Tail.
me there too. It's like, dang. And then he did that, and I was like, what is happening?
No
Didn't get the
Pharaoh.
Para, was sad. I was like, all right, let's go to Claude. We need something to keep things.
That is
from
a
going
lot
bad.
of damage for that being unaware,
I know, it
assumably.
was max attack and black glasses. I was like,
Oh,
jeez.
Oh,
And then we said
Floppy.
goodbye.
Here comes the demon.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very sad.
Thunder?
Yeah,
He's been running Thunder a lot.
he does. Yeah, it's like his thing. So I thought he was special, and I was like, oh, okay, like, whatever. And then he Zen headbutts me, and I'm like, what is this, Jirachi?
Well, he's in headbutt you before the Clodsire came in.
Oh.
One time.
She
Ooh.
got him.
Good switch.
I was just throwing that out as a sack. And then this was a roll where it was heavily in my favor. Like, I think it was like less than a 20% chance for him to get to kill. And he got it, and I was like, oh, this is so sad. This is not going well. And then he got me again. I was like, jeez, I wasn't expecting this.
Damn. This Rachi set's ridiculous.
Yeah, he had me cooked. And then I was like, wait, he can't beat me with this Jirachi set unless he gets super lucky with some paras.
And then you missed.
So I was like, it's free setup time. Time to go to town, buddy. And
It's
then,
time to beat the ogre pawn.
And I was also kind of backed into a corner. Like, if that didn't work there, I was pretty cooked.
Ivy Cudgel not making contact and being a fair move.
Not making contact, having a high crit chance.
Using a bat, brother. It's a cudgel.
Yeah, but do you make contact with that bet?
The bat makes contact. I'm sure the bat got rough skinned, brother.
So true, so true.
Yeah, I knew no matter what, like, Ogre was taking a couple things out. I also was not expecting the Jirachi to survive the first Trailblaze. So that was kind of spooky when he survived that.
Really quick, a question from Australian Ryan. Did you end up running Scarf or Specs on Lottie?
Oh, I was Scarf on the Latios. It was like Scarf Trick with Thunderbolt and Luster Purge.
Makes sense. We're gonna go into our trades now. We only had one Terra captain change for this week. I know there's a lot of trades going into next week. But Velocity, take it away, as it is yours.
Hey, they stanced up the same way.
That one's true.
That one is pretty true.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm working on some machinations here. But
What would you want to say to Evan?
I can't wait for people to mirror herb your to mirror herb your Cyclizar now.
amen. If they do, they do.
But
What I
Velocity,
really want to know is what you're cooking with this.
we'll find out. But Velocity, what would you say to the Evan that went? Kamo was a good round one.
Not a good round one, a good pick one. There's a big difference there. I will never touch this mon again in my entire life. This is the worst mon I've ever played with in this league.
Yup. Unfortunate. We'll get into the battles then. Speaking of Velocity, you
I
got
could have sworn I said it was a round one, not a pick one. Well, I'm just saying.
I think you said it was an early round one, to be specific.
We'll go back and look at the tapes.
Going into this though, Velocity, you got a battle next week with the Littons. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm here for a good time. Gonna bring, I think, Kamo with Clangorous Soul so that it can get stolen. All that good stuff.
Hell yeah,
You know
hell
how it is. I gotta get my losses in before the end of the season.
Evan, how do you feel about fighting Raging this week? Especially with last week, Raging taking that FF from being too busy. Do you think he's gonna be around?
I don't know. I've reached out to him already. Haven't heard back yet. Which is slightly interesting. So depending on what happens there, we'll have to see where this goes. Seems like he's a little busy right now, but I'm open to an extension. So.
Okay. And then Cake, you got a legendary battle this week. One for the ages of you versus I-90. This is
our battles go back a long time.
a long history here.
And I think historically I-90 has usually had the edge on me. So, but I'm looking forward to it. The guy we had that epic trade last week that I got cooked for on the pod.
A little bit.
Even though if you looked at my team, it was kind of a necessary trade.
Just Mons wise, it looked pretty bad
if
for
you
you.
looked at it from like a pure like level to level like per mon power, it wasn't technically in my favor, but like my team was like in a rough position, and I had a fairy type that I basically couldn't bring to any battle whatsoever. So I needed to offload some things and move things around. But looking forward to battling Guy 90. Good trade partner. He works with you.
To go into it, for SJ, the trade last week was Rotom Wash and Pheasantipity for Galvantula and the Dunsparce.
Yeah, I just needed to offload Pheasantipity, and I wanted to Dunsparce.
Fair enough.
Any other battles you're excited for specifically that you want to talk about before we move on to League 2?
Bulls v Ivo should be pretty interesting.
Definitely could be.
Wow, we still haven't. I'm just realizing we still haven't even gotten a crappy fake image of Thwacky in here yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Hopefully one gets uploaded to the dock at some point. Preferably for next season at least. If Bull sticks around, that is. Not sure if he is or if he was just wanting to fill in. But we will move on to League 2. Any battles you guys here are excited for or want to call out, want to talk a little bit about?
You want to talk about your battle first?
I'm scared. Well, I'll just put that out there. I think Sal goes crazy. He is a gamer. So we'll have to see where it goes.
How do you guys feel about how many circular logos are facing each other? We have Mike versus Carly, and then Ryan versus Lego.
What kind of insight are you looking for here, man?
I just want to know how you feel like in the battle of the circle off.
Oh shit!
Who do you think
well-
will come out on top?
The round cup.
Well,
I'm hoping that Mike doesn't crash out again after another battle. And I'm hoping that one's pretty fun. I know Carly's come a long way as far as how battling is going for her, and just like across leagues that she's been in. So it'll be interesting because Mike has historically been up and down from League 1, League 2. So
yeah, Mike
it'll
jumps
be a good
around.
test.
Evan, to follow up on your circles looking at each other, would you actually say Carly is looking towards the other circle or looking away?
That's fair. That is fair. Maybe Carly is just looking forward to next week.
Is that next week?
No, like the week after this one.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is that the next week?
Who knows?
I know I have yet to fight Carly, so it's either the week after or the last week.
I think it's you, but I have to double check now, or else my joke doesn't work. It's you. Yeah, I got it.
Let's go. Any final comments you guys want to make on battles, though?
I'm excited for the Buggo versus Jackie. Like, should be a good time. Buggo has been kind of going crazy lately. I want to see if he keeps up his momentum. It's like he's got his mojo back.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Mojo in that kind of stuff. Looking at League 2 right now, that is a hell of a promotion roster if that is what goes through.
That is currently what's going on, but it is a very close race from what I remember.
Yeah, nobody's really running away. It's tight in terms of both diff and win-loss.
Oh, dang. Yeah, it really is tight.
I just want to point out, I really threw today when I was opening up the documents for the podcast. I opened up season 23 of League 1, season 22 of League 2, in season 15 for League 3. I don't know how
did you even get there, brother?
I don't fucking know. I guess I was going through my most recent links in Google Docs or Sheets, and I had recently looked at season 15 for something, I guess.
Weird. But we'll move on to League 3. Any battles you want to specifically talk about and highlight?
No.
Yo,
You're good?
Cruiser versus Australian Ryan. Let's go.
You're excited for that one, Cake?
Yeah, because I'm always excited for Australian Ryan battles.
That's fair, that's
And
fair.
Cruiser always comes with fun sets, whether or not they work out.
Lossy, you got a battle you got an eye on this week?
Honestly, it's probably Skyson and Hellborn. I think that'll be a good battle.
Alright, okay. And then, Evan, you got one battle you wanna...
They picked the two I was looking forward to, so I'm gonna have to go with Button Guy, baby.
Let's go.
Believe it or not, Evan was going for Button Guy regardless of his previous statements.
It's Button Guy versus Kimchi. Like I was just talking about how I've been liking watching Kimchi.
You mean it's against it's Button Guy versus Breakfast? Come on, get it right.
Oh my bad.
The BB.
Can we talk about the fact that Kimchi in chat the other day started talking about how much he hates fish?
That's true.
Like what? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the ugly fish.
I mean, like, maybe he hates it from like a food standpoint, but doesn't hate it from like an aesthetic.
Maybe, I don't know. I just kind of like fish all in all, so I
Same.
found it weird.
Fish are a bunch of goofy little guys that taste good. But that is all we have for today then. Unless you guys have any final things you want to talk about or say.
I don't think I have anything.
I
Well,
want to see some more fire sets and people actually finishing their battles on time.
So
Battles
true.
on time would be pretty cool.
yeah, it was kind of sad this week. I didn't have my battle because Zard needed to extend because apparently he was sick and dying. Which, you know, get well soon, Zard. Hearts out to you.
Yo, I get it. I was sick and dying all the way from like Tuesday through like through yesterday.
Yeah, I was feeling that like a week or two ago too. It's the ick going around. But thank you for everybody for watching. We'll see you again on the next podcast. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.
Shout out to all the moms. Very trashy. The W call out.